How's it going, lads? Marshall here, welcome back to another review on the channel. Now, last night we got two showdowns. Well, one showdown, it's two players. But Newcastle playing Liverpool, and you guys know how that went. Great game. I actually really enjoyed it. But I wanted to watch the game. So I didn't put the review on the channel, but it's here now, so just relax. We could get Kunde done as well. But what I've seen from these players so far after using them, I'd probably tell you guys to go for TELLES. And that's just my personal opinion. Don't get angry. Don't get all like irate and come to my house with pitchforks and those like torches. Torches and pitchforks. Yeah, those torch things. But don't come to my house with that. I'm going to review TELLES right now. But if you guys want my opinion on Kunde, and I don't do a review on him like tonight or today or anything like that, simply drop your comments in the comments and I'll let you know whether he's worth it or not. But TELLES looks brilliant. Now, this is the highest rated Brazilian fullback on the game. He's got height and medium work rates, left foot primarily, being a left back. Happy days. 4-star combo, and his stats look utterly sensational. Finishing wise, 72, but you can already see in that finishing category, shooting category, sorry, how you're going to score goals. You're just going to bloody bang it, mate. He's got 99 shot power, 96 long shots. If you get a chance, just hit it and hope for the best. And normally, it's not too bad. I scored 3 goals with this guy, including 2 penalties. He's quite good at set pieces, as you guys can see. Free kicks 95, penalties 93, pretty decent. Passing wise, for a fullback, probably the best passing in the game. Looking at 98 overall, 94 vision, 99 crossing. The only stat that's quite poor in there is free kick accuracy, if you kind of compare it to the effectiveness of vision. Short pass 99, long pass 98, curve 99. Jobs are good, and if you see someone down that left wing, and you're playing, like, obviously left back with TELLES, and you want to play the ball in behind through a through ball, it's going to curl around their fullback and just put you in behind every single time. Great acceleration, 95, sprint speed, and 98. Now, the chem star I did use in the card was Anchor, simply because I wanted to max out the acceleration. With all the 99 acceleration and sprint speed wingers on this game, I need to combat that. And of course, it does boost his physicals up as well. Strength goes from 82 to 92, for example. Aggression goes up, all his defending stats go up. So it's a very good one to use. Anchor is the chemistry style I would suggest. Dribbling wise, it looks brilliant. He doesn't dribble quite like that in game. Balance is low at 85, and 90 agility isn't even that bad for a fullback, but it doesn't feel like he's a winger, because he's not a winger, you know what I'm saying? And he's defending is good. Player traits, we've got solid player. Outside of foot shot, could come in handy if you drift inside with Alex Telles playing in the left back position. Alternatively, you could be playing like a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2. I hate you guys. But yeah, you could be playing those and you'd be very effective on the wide positions in those formations. So that being said, we're going to jump into the gameplay. Let's see how he did. So here we go, lads. Into the gameplay. Alex Telles, he was one that really didn't work out too well at Manchester United, right? He came in, I think they had Luke Shaw there. Alex Telles was like, he was going to be basically a starter. But Luke Shaw hit that kind of run of form for Manchester United at the time, like Euros and that. It was called like Shawberto Carlos. And Telles didn't really like take off. If that shot had gone in, he would have took off for me. I would have took off out the window. Cracking effort there from Alex Telles. And you can definitely hit those kind of dip and long shots. Atani special, if you guys can remember. But he's not only good at kind of, as I've got amongst the pros, his wide play. His kind of attacking effectiveness. He's brilliant at defending as well, man. He's got the pace to get in back in position. Should you push him a little bit further forwards, if you're doing the 1-2s up the pitch, if you're just building it down the right-hand side and slowly transition it to the left-hand side, and you've got him in, like, basically acres of space down left-hand side wing, yeah, he can definitely recover. Look at this, by the way. I dribble from left back in this position, give Lewandowski a chance. I go for the chip, and there's twice where this happens to Lewandowski as well. I go for the chip after great play by Telles. Now, I do score in this clip, but I want to point something out. You see the arrow above their guys' heads? He's basically controlling them. He switches off here. I don't know whether he expects, like, the CPU just to block that, like this bit, but I don't know what he's doing. Why did he just give us a free volley on goal? I don't know what's going on there. So, I did score that goal. I did include in the highlights because I need to show what he's done, but don't kind of take that for what it is. I think this guy just expected the CPU to take over and block the shot, but it wasn't the case. Telles does score after doing a couple of flick-ups, and I also win a penalty here. Same game, by the way. I think he was trying to block the cross. I went for the chip anyway, so it didn't matter, and I do win the penalty. Red card to Christian Romero. I think that was a showdown as well, Romero, right? It was. You can see that showdown winner or plus in the left-hand side. Penalty, bottom left. He's reticle, and this is why the next penalty you will see, I scored 2 penalties with the guy, is very, very low. So if you want to place it in the top bins, you want to add a lot of power to it and put it in the bottom bins, you can do that, and the reticle doesn't like go, right, I'm building, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't do that because his penalty stat is high, and that is what the penalty stat does. Happy days. Get a chance to TELLES, doesn't quite come off, the rebound falls to Marcelo, happy days. And you've seen like kind of a lot of attacking clips with TELLES from time to time, but you've got to remember, as I'm putting it in here, he's great defensively as well. So if you do get caught out defensively, you can get back, win the ball back, and you can recycle possession and attack down left hand side. And I'll go for the top bins. You can see I'm shaking a little bit as well. With the aim, because on PlayStation the aim's like all wavy for me, but yeah, we dispatched it quite well. And normally when you shake, the reticle expands, but because these penalties in the 90s, it doesn't expand too much, and I was able to control that and put it in the top corner of the net, or the roof of the net. I don't think it exactly went top corner. Great fullback, great fullback. Does he need the upgrades? I think with TELLES, no, simply because he's a brilliant fullback, and obviously, we've already got brilliant fullbacks in the game. Renan Ledoy, for example, in the exact same division, in the exact same position, with the exact same nationality. We've got players that can do the job of Alex Telles, but I think he's brilliant in that position, and he will do the job for many different teams, should you get him. Whereas Koundé, we've got all the best centre-backs in the game right now. I mean, centre-back area, it's an area that you don't really need to improve too much. But that being said, let's jump into the summary, summarise Alex Telles, and see if he's worth the coinage. So there we have it, lads. That was Alex Telles. By the way, if I've been like mumbling in this commentary, a couple of days since I've done one, so I do apologise for that. But it's kind of the lead up to FIFA 23. I don't take it easy, but I don't rush things. You know what I'm saying? Normally when cards come out on the night, bang, it's straight up on the night. And it's kind of a rush, you know what I'm saying? So I just like to ease off basically during this month as a lead up to 23, because 23 is coming out this month. We're in September now, and I'll be going ham on it, man. And I do this every single year. We'll kind of slow down a little bit in the summer and then accelerate with 99 acceleration. FIFA meme right there. But anyways, 3 games with Alex Telles, 3 goals. You've seen the goals. One was where my opponent was like, hey, CPUAI, you take the captaincy of my team and you do everything for me, and I scored a volley without being literally contested, so I can rule that one off. But he did score 2 penalties as well, and he's got good control of his penalty taking. Assist 0. It wasn't for the lack of trying, by the way. I was getting some great areas, giving the ball to Lewandowski, and I went for some stupid shot types basically, and messed those up. So that's actually brilliant output for a fullback. But again, you've got to remember, 2 of those were penalties. I mean, it is what it is. Anyhow, passing, 10 out of 10. And you might be thinking, nah, you just give that because 98 stats. With Alex Telles, I could spray the ball about from left back like I was prime Pirlo at CDM. I could see someone at right wing and think, you know what? I'm going to do a long pass, I'm going to press square, I'm going to charge it up, and I'm going to lever it towards his face. And he'll control it on his chest, the right winger. He was very accurate with his passes. I could drive it down the line, whatever you want to say right there. I could do the 1-2s in the fields, and it was just brilliant at times. So definitely 10 out of 10 for passing. He's getting a 7 for shooting. I mean, he's got the shot power and long shots. He does lack the accuracy, but he is a fullback at the end of the day. Got to remember that. Physicality, he's getting an 8. Strength-wise, it's good with the boost. He goes to 92, but he's getting an 8 because his aggression sensational, his stamina is brilliant. And I think in the left-back position, if you're playing narrow, stamina is very, very important. And he's getting a 7 for dribbling. I mean, he's got brilliant stats. But if you kind of focus on the stats where you compare it to a winger, remember he's not a winger, his dribbling's a little bit meh, you know what it's good, it's brilliant, but it's not like upper echelons. Oh, who used to say that? I think it was Spencer Owen, the upper echelon. What does that even mean? I mean, like top quality? No idea. But anywho, similar cards, you got Renan Ledoy. Like I just say, I believe Renan Ledoy, he was an objective because it was one of those kind of dynamic duos with Cunha. So if you got Renan Ledoy and you're happy with Renan Ledoy and you don't want like that super high rated team, if Sevilla do overturn Barcelona and win, Telles will go to a 98. If they draw, 97. If they don't, he still remains the highest rated Brazilian fullback on the game, at left back anyways. So if you want a higher rated one, I'd go for Telles. But honestly, with Ledoy, I'd be happy just to stay put and not spend extra coinage on TELLES, even though he's very good, great value as well. If I've got him and I'm using him, I'm happy with him, I'd keep him. Simple as that. Cucurella, another similar player to TELLES. These are all fullbacks that can definitely get forward and benefit the attack. And Marvy is our final similar card. As for the overall rating, he's going to get a 9.5 from myself. And you guys would have known with like looking over the previous showdowns that I've reviewed over the past few weeks. I think we had Darwin Nunez, Ericsson, Pogba, and Wijnaldum. You'll know I haven't been like the initial cards. I haven't been getting 10 out of 10. I thought very few of them's got 10 out of 10 stars, but TELLES does. I don't think he actually needs the upgrades, but if he gets any sort of upgrade, it will be a massive bonus to this card because it's a brilliant card. Whereas I've seen other ones in the past where I think they need upgrades to get to the level of some other different players in this game, and I certainly think that's the case with Kunde, and that's why I haven't reviewed him first, and I don't know if I will review him, but there's lots of different types of centre-back. By the way, Kunde is very, very good. The only thing I don't like about Kunde is his high work rates. Now, I normally get on sometimes at high work rates. It's just he can be dragged out of position a lot. But if you look at his stats, I mean, they're absolutely perfect. Utterly insane stats for a centre-back. It is magnificent. But today we're focusing on TELLES, and as we got in the value for coins, 10 out of 10. You're looking at 110 on the Xbox, 105 on the PlayStation. Cracking value. If you don't have a Ledoy, for example, this guy will be your main left back in La Liga, Brazilian teams. Obviously, you might ask, is he better than his teammates at Sevilla? Acuna? Yes, I believe he is. I believe he is. All-round player, I think Acuna is better, but as a left back, I believe TELLES is better. And the enjoyment for myself will be a 9.3. Brings a certain level of enjoyment, but he's not like, I don't know what the word is. First time in my life I've been lost for words. Interesting, very interesting. It's actually shocked me to my very core. So I'm going to end the review right there, lads. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. Again, I do apologise for being not a day late, but like 12 hours late or something like that. But you guys know, it's summertime. We're not slacking off, but we are slightly just preparing ourselves mentally for the grind that is, well, will be FIFA 23. But thank you very much for hopefully watching, sticking by the channel. We've got new rebrands, this channel, second channel, and the third channel, which will all be active during FIFA 23. And you see the graphical stuff like this around the screen? That's going to be mainly on the second channel. You're going to see detailed second channel videos of pretty much every single player in the game. And it's not going to have my voice on. It's not going to have this ugly mug on. It's going to be music, and it's just going to be information for you guys with gameplay as well. So make sure you go over to the second channel, get prepared, subscribe, premeditate the content. But thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next one.